Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. All activities of life can fall under two categories. Something is called as nishkam. Things are done without any desires as the prompting factor. Nishkama karma. The second type is nishprayojan. Why you are doing this thing? Time pass. Nothing to gain, nothing to lose. Nishkama karma, where there are no desires prompting, yet I am doing. So in nishkama karma, the doer, the one who is performing the karma, he still exists. And when it is a nishprayojan, no purpose, then there is no doer involved. Like when we play with small kids. So that time, what is our prayojan? We don't have to get anything. And therefore, whether I succeed or win the game or not is not the criteria. So we are playing with the child and we have no sense of doership. Therefore we go beyond the nishkama karma. Nishkama, no desire. And not only that, second important point is that the doer also must disappear. So when these two things are clear, that life should be nishprayojan. I have to do this thing, to get this thing. No. In meditation, we are not replacing the bad I with a good I. Bad I is a bhogi. Good I is a yogi. Bad I sleeps very late in the morning. Good I gets up early in the morning. See? So, meditation is not the notion or thought replacement. Therefore, in Panchadashi we come across Jnatru Jnane Parityajya Dheyamevavashishyate. When Jnatru, rather Dhyatru, not Jnana, Dhyatru, the meditator, Dhyatru, Dhyane, meditation. When meditator and meditation, both of them disappear, what remains is Paramatma. So we are not getting anything. But normally what happens? We have this kind of notion that I am doing meditation and since then, now my mind is getting more disturbed. See? Because you are doing meditation, don't do. So the real meditation is undoing, not doing. and unbecoming, not becoming somebody. So this is the first step. Now the second step. When we have certain experiences which cannot be denied, you cannot change them. For example, standing in front of the mirror, you cannot stop reflection from happening in the mirror. You cannot stop. Similarly, we cannot stop body identification from happening. Then the culprit is body identification. When we are identified with the body as now, then it is cold, there is a distance, it is too wet. In relation to body only, our thinking process is initiated and maintained because body identification is there. It is here the real meditation happens. See. This is not difficult, it's very simple. Now, to understand this, take this day-to-day experience. We stand before the mirror. What is our knowledge? And a bird stands before the mirror. What is the knowledge of that bird? The bird takes the reflection to be real, someone other than him, and therefore there is a sense of otherness. And where there is a sense of otherness, three things happen: desire, anger, and fear. See? So for the bird, there is somebody in the mirror, otherness. Therefore fear, this fellow is going to trouble me. Therefore attack. And then the bird starts pecking the mirror. And then he is committed to that. Then he'll go behind the mirror, find out who is there. Oh, there is nobody. Must have been afraid and run away. Again it comes in the front, again it is there. Then he starts thinking that I have to get rid of this enemy. So he does Kurute Ganga Sagar Gamanam Vrata Paripalanam Vadanam. Then he starts going to the temples, takes the holy dip. See? After that, again he comes and stands in front of the mirror. Oh, it is still there. It has not worked. I think let me do Karma Yoga. So he takes the duster and cleans. Still it is not going. Then he takes a wet mop and tries to wipe it out. Not going. I think I should do yoga. Then he started doing yoga. I read one book. That book was given to me by Prashila when I went to her house in New Zealand. And the name of that book was Doga. For the first time when I saw that book Doga, I was thinking, what it is? So I opened. It was Yoga for the Dogs. Such books are only maintained by her. So that bird started doing yoga so that the reflection should disappear. Did not help. Did pranayam, did not help. See? Then he started doing meditation. Close the eyes. Are really? When I close my eyes, he is no more there. I think he must have gone by now. Again open the eyes, oh, still there. Meditation is not helping. He may do anything, it will not disappear. Now when you and me stand before the mirror, what is our understanding? Do we struggle with the reflection? On the contrary, we utilize that reflection for our beautification. Isn't it? So, if we have to put a .com, now it must go in the right place. If it go here, it looks ugly. On this .com also, there are many questions people ask us. So, why they put the .com? I said, because the .com deflects the attention of the person seeing, and a crooked nose is corrected. If somebody's nose is like this thing, there are people like that. Go and see the mirror. See? So we are looking in the mirror, we see the reflection, but what is our understanding? Our understanding is, it appears but doesn't exist. Therefore, we don't struggle. The bird struggles. If this is clear, exactly the same way, you and me are like the bird standing in front of the mirror. And Jivan Mukta Purushas, the great masters, they are like us standing in front of the mirror. Therefore, body identification is not an issue. Issue is, when we take body identification as real, then the samsara begins. See, friends, unless we are convinced and clear about this, our meditation will be only a torture. And the torture in meditation is close the eyes and sit. See? And then that becomes the sitting meditation. What do you get when you close your eyes? That you lose when you open your eyes? No, meditation. Sit firm, steady. Sthiramasanam atmana. Sthiramasana. Why, if you are moving, Paramatma runs away or what? Think. Therefore, friends, meditation is not done. Like we do not do waking. We are living in the waking experience and then conduct the business of life. We do not do dreaming. Dream is there and then we go through good and bad experiences. We do not do deep sleep. We are in the deep sleep and then we snore. Try to snore now. You cannot. See? So, waking is not done, dream is not done, deep sleep is not done. Why meditation is done? All the spiritual process is a process of undoing and unbecoming. See, friends, And for that, whatever we do is meditation. So now we start. See? That body identification is the culprit. No. Taking body identification as real is the culprit. Yes, that's true. Now to get identified with the body, what sadhana we have done? Nothing. What efforts we have to put to create our reflection in the mirror? It happens. Body identification happens. The next step is, if we are convinced that body identification is the culprit, then our struggle will be not physical, because identification is a mental block. See? If there is some dirty spot on your cloth, you don't do japa, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Take the detergent and wash it. If there is hunger in the stomach, you don't look at the menu, you eat. Because where the hunger is, there the food should go. If these examples are clear, where is the problem? Problems are in wrong notions. Our notions are, I am husband, I am wife, I am brother, I am sister, I am in-law, I am outlaw. Now if you are sitting for meditation as a husband, can that miserable creature remain cheerful and happy? So the first step, living in meditation, is we do not have to become any extraordinary in life. But if we do not become, nobody will listen to us. Then become somebody, but like what? Karnataka. There are many of you who are from Karnataka, is it not? So now what you are doing? Exactly the same thing you do when you are dealing with the world. Now what is happening? As if listening. See? Therefore, we have to come to this first conclusion. The GPS destination in meditation is freedom from body identification, although we are living as bodily identified. That is the destination. So if this destination is clear, then again start thinking. See? When we are not identified with the body, but we continue to exist. In dream, we are there. In deep sleep, we are there, although not identified with the body. Therefore, we have to be someone who is other than the body. If we are convinced of this, then next step will come. Next step will be what it is like being other than the body. You are not doing anything, because the problem, the issue is in the wrong thinking. So we have to correct the thinking. So what it is like being other than the body? So find out what are the attributes of the body. Body has a shape. So what is therefore being other than the body means formless. Now we are convinced of this, then only we'll go further. Now start not doing meditation, but start playing meditation. Like the children play home, the brother, sister, they become husband, wife. They don't become. They are playing. And therefore, there is nobody created. And that is why now you start playing meditation. If I am not body, then I am other than the body. And the body has a shape. Other than the body means being formless. Now work on this thing. What will be the experience for a formless one? You are not struggling. I am not getting what to do. What does it mean by formless? Work on it, contemplate. Then you will come to know, okay, let me find out what is formless. So we will come to know the space is formless. Okay, let it be like that. Now, what must be the experience of the space? So, space supports all the four elements, their modifications, but space is not influenced by any one of them. Space is not against anything that it supports, nor influenced by the contents that it supports. So we are now getting convinced. Now become more subjective. Colors and forms are supported by the vision. Because of the red color, the vision doesn't become red. Because of the blue color, vision doesn't become blue. Because vision is like the space, colors and forms are like the contents. So what is our essential nature? Our essential nature is we are supporting every experience but do not get influenced by any experience. Now what sadhana the space will have to do? Nothing. ना कुछ पाना ना कुछ खोना. Now at this stage, without any efforts, your mind has become thought-free. Although you are hearing, yet you are absolutely quiet. And those who are unable to face quiet mind, they go to sleep. You are hearing the sounds, you are feeling the cold, you are listening to me. Yet nothing is disturbing. If we are slowly getting convinced of this experience, then we go further. So all the worldly objects, they are meaningful for us only after body identification. And if we have come to this clear conviction that we are supporting the body, body is not essential for our existence, then what will happen? All the worldly objects which we were accumulating ad infinitum, how many things, all that will slowly start disappearing. So the attitude of possessiveness of the worldly objects will be reduced. In other words, the virus of desire will slowly get attenuated. It will not influence us. So we will live in this world as usual, but earlier when we see the things, I want this, I want that, like the kids when they go to the shop, I want this, I want that. So what is living in meditation? We carry a minimum load and burden of desires about the worldly things. You are living in meditation. After body identification only, relations are born. Brodharanyaka Upanishad says, in the deep sleep, tatra mata amata bhavati, tatra pita apita bhavati, tatra pati apati bhavati. See, you all are married. When you sleep in the same bed together, before the sleep begins, you have got many topics to fight with. And once the sleep means what? Body identification is dropped. Thereafter, that husband who cannot even look with open eyes at his wife starts snoring loudly. Where from the courage comes? Satya hai. See? Because the moment body identification is dropped, you have come to a point of nobody. When you are nobody, you are neither husband, wife, brother, father, nobody. This you all know. Why I am hammering it again and again. Then only you will be liberated from the disease of meditation. See? Like our terrorist bandhu, wherever they go with the AK-47. and ever ready. See? Nikalo, tak, 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 tak. The yoga fellows, they take out their mattress. Don't get lost in that. See? Correct understanding is the only solution for all the issues of life. There is no problem other than misunderstanding. See? Misunderstanding or understanding miss. Lot of difference. See? English is a funny language, no? Psychology. P silent. Knife. K silent. See? Night. K silent. Talk. L silent. Wife. Husband silent. This experience of yours is living in meditation. You are relaxed, fresh, you haven't gained anything, nor you are lost anything. See? Now those of you who were not with me, when others laughed, then this unique character. Because wherever you are, whenever you are, whatever you are, be 100% is meditation. See, my friends, again and again we have to assert this. So all these things what we have been discussing is only correcting our thinking process. The one more important point. Thoughts cannot erupt without a reference point. For example, you take a reference point that I am a husband. Reference point. So what thoughts will come? Other people's wives are so good, but my wife is like that. See? Husband cannot but think about wife. Mother cannot but think about child. So this is such a simple thing. Thoughts cannot erupt without a reference point. And what is the reference point? Is the body identification. Therefore, as you are sitting now, play this thing. At this moment, I am Mr. Nobody. As a nobody, you cannot think. But you are there. But how we are caught up? I'll give you an example. This happened in Austria. In Vienna, we had a retreat. And there I mentioned this point. That now remain as nobody. And remain as Mr. Nobody. After listening for 3 days to me, that a German lady told, Why Mr. Nobody? Why not Miss Nobody? I said, Sashtanga Dandavat. I said, I accept my defeat. It is same, like, why there should be a Bible only with he oblique she. Where are we lost? See, friends. Therefore, when you are sitting for your prayers, I will not use the word meditation. When you are sitting for your prayers, straight away, at this moment, I am Mr. Nobody. Nobody has no reference point to think. Because the mind stops. You observe, your asana becomes steady. Your breathing is extremely slow and shallow. Because your mind has come to a halt without going to sleep. Now this exercise of contemplation and playing meditation will open slowly many hidden secrets of spiritual life. What I am telling you is not from the book. See. Then see how it changes your understanding about life. There is one space, but that one space is called as total space and hall space. And then we say, hall space is mine, 2 BHK, Daridri. And the total space is outside. But what is the truth? The truth is, this hall is in the space. Space is not in the hall. If this you are convinced, external air and internal air is one. Internal air has become prana, apana, vyana, udana, samana, and 5 upapranas, 10 of them. Now, if internal air is not in communion with the external air, is life possible? So, like external space and internal space has meaning 0, exactly the same way, external air and internal air, they are one. Then what will be the understanding? Understanding is, we are not in the body, but the body is in me. Therefore they say, dead and gone. Body died and air gone. Think. So when this becomes your conviction, you will not start thinking with reference to that small little 2 BHK. All the time with reference to ourselves. And if this is practiced properly, then what will happen? You will not struggle or discuss or try to understand any experience that happens to you. Otherwise, when I sat for meditation, There was earlier dim light. Then the light started becoming brighter and brighter. And it became blue, then green, then yellow, then red. All this thing was. Swamiji, what is this? Standing before the traffic light. Any experience which comes and goes is the trick of the mind to imprison us in the body. Now start playing. What must be the experience of the air? From the air's point of view, there is nothing like external air and internal air. From the space's point of view, there is nothing like total space and individual space. Exactly the same way. From the life point of view, nothing like your life and my life. Life is one. Principle of hunger common, whether human being or animals or snakes or pigs. Principle of hunger is common. By this understanding, slowly we start expanding. And thus, when we, by proper understanding, rise above the body identification, the quality of our life changes. And the quality will be, what will I get? This question will not come in your mind. Many people have this problem. In Hindi they say, very funny statement, हमने भगवान का इतना किया. क्या किया? भगवान को पैदा किया. I was going for satsang, I was reading Bhagavad Gita, but my children don't listen to me. What is the use of studying Gita? See the fallacy. This is what many of them say. And therefore our Mahamantra, if you are walking spiritual path, this must happen. Na kuch pana, na kuch khona. Nothing to gain, nothing to lose. Like when we play with the kids. In one of my children's camp, they insisted that I should play with them cricket. I said, no, here I cannot. No, Swami, you have to play. But I said, okay, then rule mine, not yours. Okay. I will only do batting. No fielding, no running around. Agreed? He agreed. Second thing, I will be out if I say I am out. Otherwise, no. So, started playing. And one or two balls I hit here and there. And thereafter, that boy, he shouted, Swamiji, LBW. I said, you cannot see my leg. How can you say LBW? He said, no, for you, the meaning is different. What is that? Lungi before wicket. Not leg. Lungi before wicket. See, friends, these small little things make us so happy. Happiness doesn't demand huge things to happen. And we are all miserable because of small little things. We are never miserable for something great. Our misery is, in the morning I did not get a nice cup of tea. Are daridri. Whole life spent only in drinking tea or what? Then slowly we become very light. And then in every experience, in every interaction, you discover wit and humor. See? We don't remain Gambhiranand. What happened to you? Meditation. See? Is meditation a disease or what? Facial paralysis. What? Meditation. No. See, friends. Now these things slowly go deeper and deeper in our understanding. And the most important thing that must happen, that we do not become extraordinary. We remain simple. How we become extraordinary? We want to prove something to somebody. Don't try to prove anything to anybody in this world. Be yourself. And that struggle to prove something to somebody is called as ego. I have done so much for him, but he doesn't recognize. See? Then how should we remain indifferent? No. Then, wherever you are, whenever you are, whatever you are, be 100%. Whatever you are supposed to do in a particular interaction, in a particular relationship, do it sincerely, perfectly, best. And yet no. This is a natak. Don't take it seriously. Like one boy asked me this question on some airport. Swamiji, you are going around the world giving talks, but people don't change. Don't you feel bad about it? So much effort you are putting, but people don't change. I said, I am not mad. On the contrary, I don't want them to change. If they will change, my whole captive audience will disappear. See? Let them continue to be miserable. That is what I want. See? Life becomes so simple. If we have that notion, I have done so much, but people don't change, then you are going the wrong way. Where God has failed to make us happy, to that me miserable want to make others happy. अपने औकात पहचानो. Friends, slowly this meditation will not remain limited on the seat of meditation. That will go in and through all the expressions of your life. या निशा सर्वभूतानां तस्याम जागृति संयमी यस्याम जागृति भूतानि सा निशा पश्यतो मुनेः. The wise man is awakened to the Absolute, although he is living in the relative world, and the ignorant man, although he is none other than the divine, he is suffering in this relative world. See? Therefore, meditation, no. Then slowly you start discovering so many things. All what I am telling you, not from prepared from book and making the notes. No. and then bracket joke number 28. See? One of the students, he asked me somewhere, Swamiji, I also give lectures, but I don't get, good jokes. Can you tell me what book you refers for the jokes? So I told him, you are book number 1. See? Book of jokes is different. What I am telling is not joke. It is wit and humor. See? If you want to see the worst kind of jokes, they are American. They will be, and there is a complete channel for that. See? American joke channel, something like that. So, in that, the husband and wife are going. Then the wife takes the banana peel and throws a little bit in front of the husband and tells, honey, just a minute, I am coming. And she goes back, and then honey steps on the banana and he falls. And she says, hey, are yaar, daridri. He is a joke. See? Wit and humor is different. See? This will happen to you if you start remaining at peace with yourself. So many things which are happening every moment in our life, we are unable to catch them because we are too preoccupied. See? Kathopanishad and Bhagavad Gita tells what is Paramatma. Ascharyavat pashyati kaschidenam, ascharyavat vadati tathaiva chanyaha, ascharyavatchainam anyak shrunoti, shrutvapi enam naveda kaschid. God, divinity, Brahman, Paramatma, Bhagavan is Ascharya. Ascharya means wonder of all wonders. What is the wonder? Wonder is suddenly something happening which we never expected. That experience of sudden experience is God. Like what happened with you. When I told you K silent in knife and then P silent in psychology and in wife, husband silent. Suddenly happened. That experience is God realization. Now you can extend that experience all the time. You come home from your work. Don't expect any good food. Like every time FFF, fresh from the fridge, then it goes into the microwave. All the Shraddha mantras are chanted. And then the Pindadan is given to you. So you are not expecting anything. And suppose that day there was nothing left in the fridge. So she has to prepare something. And when something, so happy. Because you expected nothing and you got something. So what is meditation? Live at zero expectation level. I have done so much for my son, but he doesn't listen to me. He knows what quality you are. You can deceive others. You cannot deceive your own children. They know you right from day one. Most of the people have got this complaint. Swamiji, we have done so much for our children. Who asked you? See? And this is how we suffer in life. So remain light-hearted, cheerful, and then you will see your vision will change. When the vision changes, our interaction also changes. See? Like this example I had given, in Mumbai it happened. There was one motorcycle fellow, young boy, and one girl was going ahead. From backside she was looking so beautiful, nice figure. So he was flirting. He went and stood in front her and wanted to say hi. So he went and stood. And then he came to know she is 82 not out. So after he saw that she is 82 not out, what he will say? Hi, hi. The day your vision changes, your interactions change in the world. When your interactions change in the world, the quality of your life changes. Living with this understanding 24/7 is living in meditation. So what happens in satsanga? Only this much. See? Satsangatve nisangatvam, nisangatve nirmohatvam, nirmohatve nischalatatvam, nischalatatve jivan muktihi, bhaja govindam, bhaja govindam. So the purpose of studying the scriptures is to change our vision. Presently, our vision is bias. See? And this bias vision creates samsara. One more example. Example may be same, but understanding should be different. One old lady, she was praising her granddaughter. My daughter chants so well. See? All the grandmothers have got that funny thing, that their grandchildren are very smart. They forget it's there, how can they be smart? And then we are the victims. Swamiji, she chants so nicely. Chant beta. Now that beta says, I'll get my friend. So a friend comes. And the friend does better than the useless granddaughter. Naturally, as an indifferent person, I will appreciate the child who did the best. So when I go and hug that child, grandmother is unhappy. So what she will do? Pull that child from my lap. Okay, go home now. It's late. And then I understand, I will not get breakfast. So then I hug that granddaughter and tell, hey, you are doing far better than your friend. He doesn't know anything. You did so well. Grandmother opens the whole kitchen. See? Now where is the samsara? See friends, my granddaughter and some other girl, samsara begins. But for me, a third person, both of them are children. See friends, therefore, real meditation begins when we are ready to change our standpoint in life. By holding on to your standpoint, if you want to have happiness in life, it will never happen. We have to change our standpoint. See? If we call Rajiv Gandhi and the lady who killed him, imagine, they come in front of us, and we ask them, Rajiv Gandhi will justify that why he was killed was wrong. And the lady who killed him, she will also equally justify that why I killed him was right. we all have to correct our standpoints. Now, what is the ultimate standpoint? Ultimate standpoint is look at the world as God looks at His creation. See? Very difficult. Okay, forget God. Look at your nails and look at somebody else's nail. You are not maintaining problem. See? When you look at the world from the absolute standpoint, the world is beautiful. When we look at the world from a relative standpoint, there are nothing but problems. Therefore, do not expect absolute happiness from the relatives. They will give you relative happiness. Understand this and be happy. This was your meditation. But we did not sit and did not close our eyes. Now till the next class is there, sit here and do that. We'll finish breakfast and come. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om.